Alright, so in this video, we need to hook up the edit button and be able to allow the user to edit a goal that he or she created previously. And then we're going to do the detail page as well, where they can see all of their transactions and the notes that they put on the goal as well. So with that, we're going to start off in the... Actually, so to tell if we're going to be creating a new element or updating an element, we're going to use the enum, and we're going to bind to an enum, and that's going to be passed into the goal control. And from there, we'll handle whether it's create or update. So let's add a new folder called enums. Then we'll add a class called enumeration. Then we'll do public enum goal action. And then there'll just be a create and an update. Cool. Let's now go to our main page view model. And let's create a property for that enum. So we're going to do private goal action. Damn, did I really spell it like that? Oh wait, no, that's correct. Goal action. We'll set it to start off as a create. Right? Cool. Then we'll have our public side to it. Goal action. Goal action. Same thing. Get, return. Then set goal action equals value. And then we'll do notify property changed on goal action. Cool. In the last video we changed this to be a task, so we're going to call await on that. So we have our property for goal action now. Looks beautiful. So let's create a new method, right? Because we're also going to need to bind to the edit button in our main page XAML. So we'll do this. It's called edit goal. Object parameter. Show goal equals true for this one. But one thing we're going to need is definitely the goal ID, because when we press the edit button, we need to know what goal we are going to be editing. So we're going to need the goal ID for this. And then we're also going to need to set the goal action equal to update. And then let's set the goal action here as well to create. Cool. Perfectly fine. So with that method made, we need to also create a button command. Edit button command. Get set. We'll do our good stuff here. We're going to pass in edit goal as the action. Cool. So now we have our edit command that we're going to bind to and our goal action. And we're going to need to bind to the goal ID too. So when that create page opens, we have the goal ID. So I believe that's going to be it for our main page view model. Let us now go to the user control for adding a goal. So here, since we're now going to be binding to the goal ID and the action, we're going to need some dependency properties. So let's borrow that code from our add transaction control. say, oh, let me borrow that. Thank you. So this will be the first one. This is going to be goal ID. Oh wait, actually, I don't think we need to change anything. We'll just use it as is. That's fine. We'll paste this again. This one's going to be called, we'll just call it action, right? Action. Now this needs to be type goal action, as we know already. Cool. Make sure we pass in the right dependency. Oops, look, I'm a fool. Okay, cool. We also need to make sure we change this. So it says action. We need to change the type as well. So it's goal action. This one looks fine. Actually, no, it doesn't. This needs to be add goal control and add goal control. So these two properties look okay now. Cool. So with that being done, let's now head over to our main page in the XAML. So what we need to do here first is bind the command and also send through the parameter. So we can basically borrow this code as well, because for the most part it's exactly the same. Only thing we need to change is this right here. And the name of our property is edit button command. Cool, that looks good. So remember, we're going to pass in the object that the list view is data bound to, and the command is going to be bound to the edit button command. Looks good. Now on our goal control, remember we just added goal ID and action, so now we want to bind to that as well. So let's do that here. Goal ID, binding, goal ID. So it should be the same thing as here. And then let's do action, binding. What do we call it again? Actually, no, we don't want it from here. We want it from here. Goal action. Right, that looks cool. We're getting some blues, so let's give this a little rebuild. And now we wait. Okay, so our blue squigglies are gone. So let us run this and see if we missed something. So the ultimate test will be, we already have a breakpoint here, so let's run this now. So let's press the edit button. Let's press save. We'll hit our breakpoint and then we can check these properties. That looks good. It's update now. We hit the edit button, so it should be update. And we also have the goal ID. So we know that's working how we want it to, right? So I wonder if is there anything so what I'm wondering right now is where do I want to set up that text box? File save. I wonder. What do we have here? Oh, I know. I wonder which one of these gets set first. Let's create a method. Um, Sorry about that. Wait, set fields. So for this, I want to say so one can't operate without the other. So I guess we'll just do it this simple way, right? Actually, no, that won't work either. Hold on a second. So if we're looking at the main page view model, we see that the goal action is always set last. So the goal ID gets set first, and then the goal action is set fast. So that means this will be binded to second. So in our goal control set fields, we'll do if the action equals update, then we're going to do data context helper dot. We should probably make a new method in here, helper. So if we wanted to get just one item, do we have one for that already? No, we do not. So let's do this. Public static t get item. We'll have integer ID, where t is a class. Right, so we're gonna do return. Oh wait, actually, let's not do that. Let's make sure we use our using. var db equals new goal data context true, and we'll do db dot set t dot to list dot first or default, where x such that. Oh shit, this is gonna get kinky. I think this would be a good time to use the interface. So let's see if I can do that, make this work. Is there an interface template? Oh yeah, there is. Cool. Whoops. I did not want to name it that. Where did that go? Yes, please. So I need a folder, first of all. Just keep things nice and neat. Call interfaces, then we'll add our interface to it. We'll call this table item. Cool. Then with this, we're gonna have public int get ID. Cool. And then we will go into our models. Right. Cool. So get ID will return goal ID. And let's do the same thing for our transaction class, right? Because it has an ID as well. Return ID. Cool beans. Now here, we're going to change this to, as long as it's of type table item. Actually, no, we're going to have to use this, keep this as a refrigerator. So actually, let's keep this as class. And we can definitely cast this though. Oh, that was dumb. I didn't mean to do that. We're x dot. Oh wait, no, I did mean to do that. Equals ID. Item equals default T. Item equals return item. Cool. So let's try this out because this could completely blow up in our face. So we have that. Now where were we? Here we were. Okay. So we're going to do goal. Item goal equals data context helper dot get item of type goal. And then we're going to pass in the goal ID. So first of all, let's check if this shit is null or not. Or let's see if we get any errors. Ah, duh. So I meant to call this set fields when this property gets set. So after it sets the value, let's do set fields. Hit our edit button. Now what's going on with that? What if anything in here hits? So according to good old Stack Overflow, you need to use a callback if you want to see when the property is actually set. This just makes the compiler happy and only actually works when you set or get the action in the code. So let's do new property metadata. The default. So the default's going to be collection.create. And then we need this property changed callback. So set fields needs to have these two wonderful things. Interesting. Check the static void. The selected property changed. Interesting. It is prime, so let's try protected. Oh dear. Okay. Does it need to be static? Yes. Indeed it does. Actually, I don't think this needs to be. This does. I'm really wondering. Okay, so we'll make these static. Actually, does this one need to be? We'll make it static just for shits and giggles. Let's fix this really quick. And we won't need these. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's run this to try to hit this breakpoint now. After all that back and forth and confusion. That's the first time I've actually done a callback in a dependency property, so forgive me. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that hit. Let's continue this. I want to see it hit when we hit the edit button. Yes, there we go. That looks good. Do we have, oh, we have our goal ID. Oh, so we get all the properties in this. This is cool. And this is going to carry the new value and the old value. Okay, that looks fucking great. So, we're going to do if e dot new value equals goal action dot update. I'm gonna assume they're different types, aren't they? Let me wrap this so it looks a little cuter. Okay. Okay, so if the new value equals update, then we're gonna set those fields. So we're gonna do goal. Actually, no, we need to first get our goal equals goal data context. That's not what I want. Data context helper dot get item. I don't think we still didn't even test if this works yet. So o dot var. We'll call this the our goal control class equals o as add goal control, because I believe that's what it was. Then we're gonna do goal control class dot goal ID. That will hopefully give us the goal. And then we can set goal control class dot goal name text box dot text equal to goal dot name goal control class dot notes text box dot text equals goal dot notes. And what else do we have there? Savings goal control class dot savings amount text box dot text equals goal dot savings goal. Dot toString. Now this may throw an error or an exception because I'm not sure if this is on a different thread than the UI one, so we may need to call a dispatcher to invoke this. But since we are getting farther, let's see what's going on with this now. Cool. Alright, let's cross our fingers and see if this works. Ooh, it worked. Yes. That's awesome. So this is where I'm wondering if it's gonna crash. Huh. It didn't. Let's see what happens when we run it. Nice. So we got all our items here on the screen. This looks great. I am so happy. Whew. I was sweating for a minute. You guys were watching me fail for a while. So let's see. How much time do I have left? And you know what? Just for that, I'm just gonna end this video here because it's already 30 minutes. So next time we will create the details page. Thanks for watching.